Let's get some ramen, Steven.
Ramen noodles? You realize this has nothing but plastic and oil, right? Maybe if you got some beef and eggs, you'll actually have energy to be productive. And maybe you'll get a fucking job. So today is Friday, December 5th, and it's 1:30 p.m. I'm here in Toronto because I don't really want to stay in Waterloo. It's like stressful and boring. So I thought I'd come back home to Toronto, take my mom's car for a spin, and just do whatever the hell I want because I don't really care about exams anymore. I've actually been at home here in Toronto for like the last week, mainly because I don't really think there's any point in staying at school anymore. There's no classes. There's way too much snow there in Waterloo. And I came back to Toronto here to pick up my car because my mom actually got a new one and this is now my hand-me-down vehicle. I'm gonna be driving back to school in like 2 or 3 days to do my exam, but in the meantime, I'm just gonna be goofing off here in Toronto. Gonna go to the library to study for my exam. Probably gonna hit the gym and play basketball with my friends tonight. Probably do some cooking here and there, and yeah, let's go pull up to the library now. Hi, can I get a large iced coffee black? My mental health here is a lot better because I'm close to my family and friends. I get to have a car, go wherever the hell I want. Hi, no rewards. Thank you. Yeah, being at school has just been really boring as usual. Yeah, I do have to get some shit done though because I barely started studying for my final yet, which is in 4 days. Yeah, I'm pulling up to the library right now. That school over there is actually my middle school. And I would come to this library sometimes after school or on the weekends to get shit done. All right, guys, so that was a pretty productive session. I was very focused, but I only ended up studying for 2 hours. If I want to pass this exam, I need to spend a little more time studying. I'm probably going to go to the gym now, and then I'll make some food at home, and then hang out with my friends later tonight. It's so cold outside. So if you guys watched my previous video, I talked about why I almost considered taking a gap term, and I ended up not doing it because I ended up finding a job that I really wanted. But that internship is only for 4 months. So from January to April, I'll be in San Francisco. And after that, I still don't really know what I'm gonna do. Over these last few months, I really had a taste of what it feels like to really just like do whatever I want, you know? I really took advantage of the flexibility I have to take a study term whenever I want, maybe do a co-op or just take a gap term if I feel like it. And now instead of staying at Waterloo studying for my exams like I usually would, I'm just here in Toronto and literally doing the bare minimum to pass my courses. Like my grades this term have been really bad. Being a computer science student, competing with others to get internships, things like that. As a student, you're very trapped in this like fixed schedule. The school tells you have to study this term, and then the next term you have to work, find a job. And that really introduces a lot of unnecessary stress. I think a lot of students enjoy that, and a lot of students end up just kind of living with the competitive environment at Waterloo. But I don't know, for me personally, I really hate study terms, and finding internships somehow always just gets really stressful for me. So the way that I've been kind of trying to escape that sort of lifestyle is literally just exercising my free will, like doing whatever the hell I want. I just feel like whenever I stay on campus for too long, I start to lose touch of the things that actually matter to me. My girlfriend, my family and friends, they're all here in Toronto. I think that being in the same environment for too long is just not really good for me. Having that reset is like very important, especially when you're just staying on campus all day studying. And for me, that would just be going back to Toronto. Right now I'm pulling up to the gym. It's like 4 p.m. right now. It's also one of the biggest things that I started to focus on during this school term. Without putting enough effort into my health, everything else in my life kind of just like falls behind because I've done sports for so long in my life. I started going to the gym back in high school, and if I give up on that, then I really have nothing left. I think it's after school hours right now. There's like actually quite a few kids here. All right, we are back now, guys. It's pretty dark already, but it's only like 6 p.m. Probably gonna go home and cook some food. This is the setup I'm using, by the way, to film my car videos. It's literally just my phone on a stand. Today we hit chest and shoulders. Okay, so you guys see that I've been cooking a lot recently. The main reason for that is because it's just not optimal to eat out. In this economy, you're probably spending like 20 bucks for a meal, and that meal usually just consists of a bunch of carbs, barely any protein, and it usually just has a bunch of preservatives and oils, which aren't really good for you. I switched to butter instead of oil. I still use like olive oil, avocado oil here and there, but everything else is just very, very highly processed, and it's just not nearly as good as having something that's animal-based and very minimal processing. If any butter starts flying out of the pan, it's gonna hit right onto my skin and it's gonna hurt a lot. Shit, I thought I was getting touched up, but it was just a plant. I'm not saying that you can't enjoy a meal out every now and then. I think this school term, I probably spent like a quarter of my meals eating out. It's just that health and fitness is like a really long-term kind of thing. If you don't make an effort to improve your diet and exercise, then you will pay the consequences 10, 20 years from now. So there really isn't any reason for you to not care about what goes into your body and your fitness. All right, guys, check this out. So we got our bowl of purple rice. I used about half the beef in the package, which was 1.3 pounds. So this is like 0.6 or 7 pounds. Tomato and egg soup that my mom made. Literally only 2 ingredients, just tomatoes and eggs. Oh yeah. And I don't really eat any vegetables, so I gotta eat a lot of fruit to compensate. And of course, the coconut water. So what do you think? Would you rather eat all of this, or would you rather eat some fucking bulldog, dumbass? So a meal like this is like probably 1.1 to 1.2k calories. If I eat this for lunch and dinner, that's literally 2.3k calories, which is pretty much what I need in a single day. And before bed, I'll probably eat like 1 or 2 eggs, maybe some fruit. With this new diet, I haven't really found any urges to eat snacks during the day because I'm so full from eating all the fats from the butter and the beef, and sometimes I'll have an avocado as well. If you guys watch one of my earlier videos, you probably saw me eating like a whole bunch of granola bars and cookies during the day, and that made me really fucking fat. So I was having like sugar iced coffees, granola bars and cookies first thing in the morning, and then by the time it was like 1 or 2 p.m, I'm just like completely tapped out. Like I need to go home and take a nap. And it's just not optimal at all. If you're getting brain fog halfway during the day, that could be the reason why. At least that was for me. It's time to meet up with my friends to play basketball. It's also too dark to film now, so let's just get a view of the road, I guess. I scored like 3 buckets today.
Yeah, you scored hella. Oh, big baller Steven.
So it's Saturday morning now, and I can't lie, but last night after basketball, we hung out till like 1 a.m. So as much as I love to preach health and fitness, I think ironically, the thing I struggle with the most is sleep, which is like the most important thing. I think one of the factors is winter. Like there's just no sunlight to wake me up in the morning and reset my circadian rhythm. And also just like being a university student, there's always like random bullshit. Like if I'm hanging out with my friends late, drink too much coffee one day, if I'm like stressed and I have a lot of work, I'm gonna eat some of the leftover ground beef, some leftover soup, oh shit, and probably some corn that my mom made. And of course the coconut water. I'm probably gonna go to Starbucks to study today. Alright guys, we just spent a nice quality 2 hours studying for my final, which is gonna be in 3 days. So I think what's been working so far here in Toronto is allocating 2 hours of studying at a time. I think that for those 2 hours, I'm like 100% focused. And if I study for any longer than that in the same place, then I start to lose focus. Could also be coping. Maybe like my attention span is just way too fried. I'm probably gonna go home, eat some food, and then go to the gym and then see what we're gonna do after that. We're in my mom's car now, on our way to the gym. Hey guys, so today is explosive training day, and not gonna lie, I think I forgot how to do boxing. And now we're gonna do some sprints. Coming back to Toronto was probably the best decision I could have made. I don't think I've ever felt this carefree and relaxed in the middle of final exam season. I spent a lot of time worrying about what internship I'm gonna be doing next, what are my plans for the new year, but I learned that I probably need to spend more time figuring out what I actually want to do to have fun and enjoy my life.
Hi guys. Steven's vlog. We just played some games. Watch some UFC. Chillin'. Chillin'. Subscribe.
All right, it's Sunday now, and it snowed so much. Holy shit, I have to drive back to Waterloo in this weather. It's like 10 a.m. right now, and I'm picking up my friends to play some badminton. Gotta fill up my car before going back to Waterloo soon.
Did you tell me
Yeah. What's this? 10?
Wait, that's strong. That looks like
Goodbye, boys. I'll be back in 3 days. So we're going to Waterloo now. Probably not going to be filming on the highway because traffic's not too great and it just snowed. So I'm going to focus on driving. Just trying to stay on stuff.